Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? I'm doing 2, I'm doing mode 2. So welcome back on my video session today. So we know that Panasonic is releasing many of these Panasonic television OLED displays, and OLED is a very impressive screen. Alright, I'm gonna be talking about all these categories, yeah? The way we can see it on the screens. The first one is see it all, feel it all. Yeah? Whether it's your favorite movies, sporting moments, games, OLD, 4K, you might know. Okay, all the action. Right, this part where it says see it all, feel it all, this is about seeing, of course, it's telling you seeing you all, feel it all. You can do all of it all at once. See and feel. It's an experience that you've never seen from Panasonic before. It's one of the differentest things that Panasonic's ever done from its previous televisions. Now, seeing it all is that you can see everything, yeah, from any angle. It doesn't matter where you are. That's what that is. You can feel everything of it in terms of sound quality. Cinema experience with OLED TV. See it all, feel it all game. The only becomes extraordinary. Every detail, okay? Now the cinema experience with this is something really, really impressive. Obviously, every moment you're gonna see, right? It's gonna be very impressive, okay? And all the details you can see, you will see on the screen very clearly, without any problems, okay? This TV gives you so much accuracy for colors, vivid and contrast brightness. It's got stuff like that where you need all the part of your detail, yeah, for your cinematic journey. Gaming. How important is gaming? I fail to understand about gaming, yeah, because gaming, right, is a very important thing, isn't it? If we see what it says here, our new 4K TVs are compatible with the latest consoles and PCs. Okay. Now the problem with the latest games consoles, the big problem. I don't know if you know this, but they're not been selling so well. A lot of the comments that Sony Microsoft were making, it was a shortage. If I fail to understand, then why did Sony PS4 and Microsoft Xbox One fail against Nintendo Switch? Was there shortage then? No. The experiences coming from Nintendo Switch was from Nintendo exclusive games and the 3-play mode, handheld, tabletop, TV modes. This made it such a different audience the way Nintendo uses its system. And Sony and Microsoft doesn't have that kind of audience for their system. And that's why they didn't succeed. They were miserably struggling. Now again, Sony and Microsoft is releasing more advanced hardware. What's gonna happen with more advanced hardware if you haven't got the experiences and that kind of audience? You're not gonna improve on anything, really. I know Panasonic is trying to give you for these 3 games console, but Sony Microsoft is bit off when it comes to gaming. Since they've been launched, there still haven't been good games on them. They're still having problems. They don't have interesting games. If you remember way back what Nintendo's been doing, it started from Super Nintendo when it came to 3DFX graphics. Yeah, I think Nintendo is a really clever company, in my opinion. Nintendo released Super Nintendo with 3DFX, which was great special effects and great graphics. There's some amazing games on there anyway. Nintendo 64 produced legendary games. Nintendo Gamecube. What do you think of Nintendo Gamecube? Had the best Nintendo game exclusives and masterpieces. Nintendo Wii was for dancing and motion controls with the Wii remote and nunchuck. And Nintendo Wii U was about the Wii U gamepad and 1080p gaming on screen. Nintendo Switch came in 3 modes of play, and people liked it and they joined it. Now, if we look at all of these Nintendo machines, which one has the best Nintendo game exclusives and masterpieces? Of course, Nintendo Gamecube. I don't care what people say, but Nintendo Gamecube is one of the best games console in the world because he had the best games. Nobody can actually beat them. From Western to Japanese games. There was more Japanese games on that thing, which were far better than the Western games, I would say. And including that, the Panasonic Q, right, games console, which Panasonic and Nintendo joined together. Yeah. Is that a good system, really? The Panasonic Q games console. If you look at my opinion, it's the best games console in the world. I'm not saying even what Panasonic did, but Panasonic put so much work and effort into the system. This was the box of the system, yeah? It's the model. SL GC10S, and it was a DVD game player. Okay. Look at this machine first of all. It's got a display at the top. Look. LCD display. And then it's got buttons by the display. Can you see? On the top, I don't think you can see them here. And there's some buttons on the left, buttons on the right. And can you see these 4 controller ports? They got blue LED light in them. Yeah. It's incredible, isn't it? Have you ever seen a machine like this before? And you hold up front, All the front of the system is a mirror faceplate. You can see your own face in there. And anything you put on the front of it. This is a Panasonic game controller, and that's the Panasonic remote control. Amazing, isn't it? And this is on the side of the box. Look at that. Panasonic, very beautiful design box. I like the box though. I like it. Looks like a professional, like a hi-fi system box, doesn't it? More than a games console. Look. Osaka, Japan. Look at that. Made in Japan. Okay. Excellent. On the other side. Okay. Okay. The other side is the same again. No? Yeah. Okay. There you go. Now, the Panasonic Q game console had many multimedia features, yeah? I don't know if you know that. Many features. Panasonic gave us multimedia features, and Nintendo gave us Nintendo Gamecube games. Now, the Panasonic Q games console was released in Japan. Okay, it's a proper Japanese system. So if you want to play Nintendo Gamecube games, they'll be in Japanese. And if you want to watch DVD movies, they'll be in Japanese. One thing I liked about the Panasonic Q, the amount of CD media it played. Let's cover all of them. First of all, Nintendo Gamecube, DVD, VCD, audio CD, audio CDR, which is a copy, audio CDRW, another copy, MP3 discs. It plays all these. A lot of the games console you will own that have DVD and Blu-ray, they still don't play two things. Every single games console I've tried still ain't playing two things. VCD and MP3 discs, they won't play them. Some consoles will play audio CDR and audio CDRW. Some of them will, some of them won't. They're that misleading. Then they call them multimedia systems, where Panasonic system plays all these CDs. Excellent, isn't it? It's got a lot of things from display. From the display below that buttons, and the front has a mirror faceplate. Then it's got front left buttons, front right buttons, front loading tray, four game controller ports, 2 memory card slots. Is there anything else happening on that system? Yes. On the top, the LCD display lights up. It will give you the modes like Gamecube and DVD. Really good. It will give you data information, whatever disk you put in there, on the LCD display. And the 4 game controller ports will light up with blue LED light. This thing is crazy, man. It's amazing. When you turn off the lights, it looks amazing. You won't get that in a games console. No way. There's even no one games console does that. And at the back, there was loads of ports as well, which I'm not going to go through. So from Panasonic, there's loads of multimedia features. He's done lots with on that side of things. He put too much on the system, I would say. And then you got Nintendo Gamecube. Now, the Nintendo Gamecube, you probably heard the emulation called Nintendo Dolphin. That is the most played emulator on PC, called Nintendo Dolphin. It's Gamecube and Wii emulator, by the way. But most people play that for mostly Gamecube, not the Nintendo Wii, because people can't get into Nintendo Wii. You have to keep on, use that Wii remote and nunchuck. It's bad for your arms, you get tired and all that. So a lot of people don't tend to play that. I don't tend to play that myself, really. Nintendo Gamecube is the most popular emulator on PC. It's the most played emulation program. I can't see why. Because if you look at all the systems that have been produced, every single one, there's even a newer system than Gamecube afterwards as well. Things like PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Even they can't surpass the Nintendo Gamecube. Can you see? These systems are more advanced than Gamecube, but they're still not good as that. Because Nintendo Gamecube still has good graphics and gameplay, yeah. And he owns the best Nintendo game exclusives. That even the other Nintendo games console that came in afterwards didn't have some of these games from Nintendo Gamecube. No, they didn't get them. They did own some of them, but they couldn't get all of them, I'm afraid. So that's why Nintendo Gamecube is a really important games console. So I do say the gaming prospect is a very confusing and frustrating thing, because they keep on making systems, but there's not that many good games on them. Or they're just missing the exclusives. That's what these games consoles are doing. So a person who loves gaming anyway wouldn't just go out there and just buy it straight away. He wouldn't actually go and do that. Remember, the original Nintendo Gamecube was on a 480p resolution. But the Panasonic Q, maybe the other Nintendo Gamecube did as well, I don't know about that, was also on a 480p resolution. But you know where the digital AV out is? Where the Gamecube cable goes from the system to the TV to put on television. That cable I'm talking about, that port. There was an adapter, right? Where you put the adapter on there first. You fit the adapter on the digital AV out, and then you put the cable on that adapter to the television. Then you get 1080p HD resolution. Check it out. Man, some of these games like F-Zero GX, Luigi Mansion, Super Sunshine, Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil, Metal Gear Solid. These games are the finest examples. I can keep on carrying on. Metroid Prime, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. There are so many good games on this system, man. Isn't there? I think there was a game called what's that? Extreme G3, something like that? That was very good on as well. There's so many top games on there, man. And there was a game called Zelda Wind Waker HD, Zelda Twilight Princess. You look at all these games, man. Do you think if Sony Microsoft can even touch them? No chance. They could make as many consoles as they want. They can never beat the Panasonic Q games console. No chance. They can never beat it in multimedia features and not even gaming. So there you go. I think it's a good prospect, right? Panasonic does a lot of things with their products. When they released the Panasonic Q, Panasonic put so much into the Panasonic Q games console to make it the ultimate gaming system. Now they release this television. It's the same thing, just like that console. They always will try to make something really interesting. So there you go, that's the gaming part, yeah? So you can connect your Panasonic Q games console, and even using an adapter, you are able to get 1080p HD. Even this is a 4K TV, but still 1080p HD coming from the Nintendo Gamecube games will be pretty impressive. Right, Panasonic LED Sports TV. Sports and playing games. So you can watch your sports, giving you like enhanced colors, and that giving you that dynamic sound for your sport. And you can view from any angle your football, soccer, whatever you want to call it. It'll be a very great experience, yeah? Panasonic Smart 4K TV. Richer and more interesting, okay? TV experience. Well, a smart TV it's for internet access, isn't it? You got internet access, you could do Google Chrome, and you can view Android. Okay? That's what the Panasonic Smart 4K TV is. It's all smart, isn't it? It's all smart stuff. Internet access, and all the icons underneath, you can use them. The apps, it's all there for you. Panasonic 4K Android TV. Android TV. Basically what that is, from your smartphone, you can get that image from your phone onto the television. Whatever you want to watch, Netflix, streaming services, it can be a smartphone or a PC. You could do them both, yeah? And you can join them on a big screen TV. Whatever you want to watch from there, yeah? Then you got Panasonic TV Design. The focus is the design, isn't it? TV alone. The viewing experience. Now this television, from top, bottom, left and right, is very slim. And even the back, the way it's made, is very impressive. What they've done on the back, the similar thing that Fujitsu mini PCs or Fujitsu computers do. You know the cables, right? If you ever seen Fujitsu PCs, Fujitsu will use a thing on the back, like lines, and you put the cables inside, so it's neatly presented. Here's the same thing. They got like a little like a block at the back, and the cable comes from the back on there. So all your wirings do not get messed up. They're using a block over it. So all your wires are covered and you don't see all that mess around all the cables. Yeah, that's the one thing I like about this design. And it's slim as well. And with the slim viewing experience is that, because if it's slim, from any angle, you could sit and watch. You won't lose any kind of colors out of it. Freeview play, which I really don't want to go through. Freeview play is just like free channels, on the channels you demand, and stuff like that. It's saying that 30 hours of TV and 70 hours plus box sets. I don't watch anything like that really. It doesn't interest me. But if you're into all these kind of channels, yeah, go for it. It's all free. Netflix collaborative mode. So I don't personally watch Netflix, to be honest. I don't have much interest in it. It's a long history of working together, doing entertainment. Okay, it says it all. Then we got Netflix, recommended television. If you like your TV and all that, getting most of the best experiences from Netflix. You probably know what Netflix is anyway, so we won't bother with that, man. Why BritBox is a perfect streaming service at 2020? I don't like BritBox at all. BritBox is for UK TV. Basically, you don't get any British dramas and then nothing else. I think it's quite disappointing. I don't know why is it perfect for 2020. It's Panasonic probably just like went for something which was popular and he just put it in there. What this thing is got US and Canada stuff. There's nothing about British about this. So it's another thing that is not very interesting. Then you got Dolby Vision IQ on your TV. Okay, this is about quality images and striking realism. Dolby Vision is more like sound. Okay, don't think it's something you watch on screen. Okay, it's like when you're watching something, you will get a good sound from Dolby Vision IQ. Okay, because when you're watching this thing, you get that kind of experience. What is Dolby Atmos? Is it worth it? You see, a lot of manufacturers have been focusing on improving picture qualities. They kept on doing it, and they really couldn't do it properly. And what kept on happening? They kept on doing it, and they couldn't do it good as Panasonic. But Dolby Atmos is sound, isn't it? It's sound. If you look more into Dolby Atmos, I think before getting into this, you should read about Dolby Atmos on separately first. First, you need to understand what it actually is. Because I'm not going to explain what Dolby Atmos is. Because if you don't even know what it is, you, you wouldn't know what it is. You wouldn't know anything about it like that, would you? It is a very great sound. Because this is tuned for Technics anyway, so it's going to be impressive. So they're using soundbars compatible with Dolby Atmos. Now the soundbar on this thing is quite good. There's like two part dual like legs or stand, what we call it, from left to right, yeah? And in the middle, it lifts you up, yeah? What you do there, you put a soundbar underneath it. So, okay, you got a display at the top, and when you put the left and right leg, there's a space in the middle, and the TV is lifted up, you could put a soundbar underneath to give you, right, enhanced experience, okay? With sound. A very good sound quality that way. Really. Then it's what is 4K? New TV across 4K. Now, a 4K is a very high resolution and it looks very impressive, okay? Now the 4K in this TV is pretty good, but I think you shouldn't just focus on the 4K on this TV. It's a QLED display this time around, yeah? And combining the 4K and the QLED display together will give you that dynamic, actually we shouldn't say dynamic, it will give you that vibrant, vivid colors on screen, and also, yeah, the amazing 4K resolution, alright? What is OLED TV? Okay, I'm going to explain OLED in a different way. There is something else with a light emitting. Okay, I'm going to give you OLED description, what it is. A OLED, right, is a display that is coming 2021. They also are using the OLED. If you heard of this, the OLED is used in Nintendo Switch. They're calling the new system Nintendo Switch OLED display. The system's called that. Okay. It's a similar display like that. What this thing does, yeah, it gives you vibrant, vivid image and high brightness contrast. It does stuff like that. It's my opinion, it's quite impressive. I mean, bringing this display is quite good. Really impressive. Okay, it's got page 2 as well. So I'm explaining just stage by stage. How do you choose the ideal size for your QLED TV? Now, there's many sizes in this TV. 55-inch, 65-inch, 75-inch. Choose the one that suits your large screen viewing experience. Okay, what makes a true cinema experience? So this is a cinema quality, by the way, entertainment professionals, and raising to the next level. As some of the industries looked at this, the film industry filmmakers, they looked at it, they were very impressed of its accuracy of colors. Okay, because these filmmakers, they know more about this kind of quality and masterpieces they produced, so they were quite impressed. Introduced prototype products at IFA 2019. So this is a new QLED. Okay, that's the prototype. Let's go further. Right, now it's mentioning show off of sharp sounds. So this is a flat screen. Flat screen means like it's just totally flat, yeah? And there's hardly no frames to this television, and you will get incredible sound with the Technics speaker system. Advice and information for buying a TV. You can look at that anyway yourself. I'm not going to go through that. The great Netflix shows and Panasonic TV Smart Blu-ray players, which is a streaming service. Just press the Netflix button on the remote, yeah, okay. Panasonic UHD is a proud member of the UHD Alliance Technology. Okay. Improvements on HDR and Ultra HD technology. THX certified of 4K display. So it's both audio and video. Okay. So next one is game mode, the best gaming picture. Check it out. Obviously, to have a good gaming experience, you need to have some games, don't you? The consoles we got right now, they are struggling in games. Nintendo Switch might have the most minority quality games in my opinion. It's a wide range of choice, but one of the best system is the Panasonic Q games console. So I will be actually using that thing on this television. I would. So let's just click on this on the game thing here. Okay. So it's 4K capabilities in any Panasonic Smart TV. Okay. What is a game mode? Take a look at that. Vibra ones. They're very serious about this, aren't they? Why choose game mode on Panasonic Smart TV? Okay. Input lag, yeah? Yeah. Modern games consoles, yeah? Take a look at that. This is showing you our advanced console there. It's telling you how to do it. Oh, you have to do a lot of stuff in it. Okay, connect console and turn on. Select your menu screen. Select option settings. Select game mode. Okay. It's pretty impressive, isn't it? It is as simple as that. Because you find yourself experience any form of lag of playing a video game through your Panasonic Smart TV. Wow. Pretty smart. So there you have it. So as I said, the Panasonic Q games console is very strong in multimedia features, and Nintendo Gamecube having the best exclusives and masterpieces to date. And that is why a lot of people will still buy this system. Because I've seen that even the ones these systems advertised, they're actually selling. They're very expensive. I'll tell you that. They're very expensive systems. They're not cheap. And still, they sell really well. Obviously, you don't need to make many sales out of it. Because one system's like pretty high price, isn't it? You know what? When a person buys a Panasonic Q games console, he feels proud of himself. Wow, can I just bought myself a Panasonic games console? It's a really, really impressive games console, in my opinion. It's very hard to beat one of these things because it's well designed with features and gaming. You're gonna get everything from it. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my video today and you learned quite a lot from it. Panasonic always puts a lot of features to his items. Like he did with the Panasonic Q games console, he put so much to the system. And he's done the same thing to the Panasonic televisions. Okay? He's actually done that. So there you have it. Give your likes, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.